All right, out here in the garage today. Today we're going to be talking about head and neck restraints. Basically, the two I'm going to be talking about is one is the Simpson Hybrid Sport. I just got this today, and then the other one is the Hans 3, so just the traditional style. With the Hans 3, I initially ordered that. You have to make sure you take all your measurements for yourself, and then make sure you have the right degree of seat and all that stuff, and the seat belts fit into it and all that. So I went ahead and did that, ordered the correct one, got in the car with all the gear on, and that thing was ridiculously uncomfortable. It'd either be digging into the back of my neck, catching on the bottom of the helmet, or digging into the seat. I could not get it to be at all tolerable. It was just ridiculous for me. If I removed the padding that was underneath it, it actually was okay at that point, but not great. I just felt like that wasn't the right solution because it's designed with those pads for a reason. So we decided at that point that Hans 3 is not going to work for us. So decided to go a different direction, and I really think it would work for different people. It's just when you take all the measurements, that one would work for me or Jamie, measurement wise, and it actually fit her pretty decent. Didn't fit me at all. So it just kind of shows you, I think there's just an issue where it's going to fit some people and it's not others, and there's not a whole lot of options in between. So at that point, I went ahead and ordered the Simpson Hybrid Sport. I got this out of the box, tried it on, adjusted it all, got the anchors on the helmet, got in the car, got all strapped in, and a huge thumbs up so far. Just night and day difference in how I feel comfortable with it on. It doesn't feel like I'm getting like a neck pain and getting bound up. My helmet's getting caught. It feels snug. It's holding me in place. I don't have a ton of movement, but I feel comfortable. And that's the main thing here is, in my opinion, I don't care if it's a drag race car, a circle track car, the driver has got to feel comfortable in the seat, all strapped in. You cannot have things bothering you with the way you're sitting in the car. That's just going to lead to bigger issues down the road. So my number one is always to make sure the driver's comfortable. With that other Hans 3, I'm not comfortable, I'm not going to run it. So we went this direction with the Simpson Sport, or Hybrid Sport. So far, so good. I don't have any real life testing of actually racing the car yet, but definitely so far, so good. Night and day difference. I'm really happy with the way it fits. The other nice thing about this is not only does it help your head forward and back, it helps your head side to side. And that's not really true with the traditional style Hans. It's really made just for forward, not the side to side impacts. Well, I will also use this in circle track racing, so this is definitely the answer over a traditional just Hans, or the Hans 3 is the one that we had. So really excited about this. I'm really happy with it. So far, so good. The other thing I noticed, and I knew, but kind of one thing at a time, is two things. This helmet is a little bit big for me, so it's time to change this helmet. It's a large. I'm going to go to a medium, and it's also about 9 years old. So this helmet is past its expiration date. It's time for me to get a new helmet. With that being said, what I'm going to be looking for is I want a helmet that fits a lot more snug to my head, one, but also I'm actually looking for a helmet that's a little bit smaller, and literally just like a 1/4 inch smaller in this area right here, mainly above the head. And the reason is my head and helmet is really tight to the top bar, and it's tucked up real tight up in the car. It cannot be any higher. So if the helmet was just a little bit smaller, that gives me just a little bit more clearance. I'd be really happy with that. The other option is to lower the seat in the car, but I just love the way the seat is. Again, it's back to being comfortable in the car. I like to have a good visual and not be too low in the car. I like to be able to see. So that's going to be the next thing that I try. Basically, this helmet fit really well for a long time, and I think the padding's just gotten worn. I've tried on a couple mediums and other brands, and they fit just fine. They're nice and snug. that's what I'm looking for. I think I just got a helmet that was a little bit too big. Yeah, so a little bit of advice there. Make sure your helmets are in date and they fit like they should. This Simpson Hybrid Sport, so far so good. Like I said, thumbs up. Comes with all the instructions. Really take your time and read through. I did that a little bit ago. I'm going to go back through it and read it tonight. And then when Jamie's home, I'm going to have her give me a hand with getting in the car, making sure we have everything in the right position, make sure I have these guys adjusted right. And one thing that's really nice, and I actually already tried this, I'll try to show you guys, is it has these quick releases. So these guys right here clip in right here. And when you want it to release, you just give a little tug, this releases. So it's perfect. I was able to get it on and off by myself, not any big deal. And I really do like that. I think these quick release style is a nice option over the post anchor type stuff. But yeah, I really like this. And as far as this device here itself goes, like I was literally wearing it around for 20 minutes with no helmet on, and I don't even notice it's on. It does not bother me at all. So that's super nice, is you can go ahead and put that thing on. You can have it on 20 minutes before you get in the car, get strapped down. You don't have to worry about, oh, where's it at? I set it somewhere. You'll forget you're even wearing it. So I really do like that. It's a big thumbs up, guys. I really hope you guys look into this stuff. Safety is really important. I've been needing to get one for a long time. Finally stepped up and bought one. And listen, to be honest, it was the ability to afford it was a problem. I mean, it's a big expense. But safety is not, you can't excuse not buying safety equipment because you can't afford it when you're buying other things for the car. And that's what I was doing. So I just had to stop buying other things for the car and step up the safety. And that's one of the things I'm going to be working on this year. I talked about it over the winter. Safety is key, and I just feel like I was slacking, so it's time to step that up. But I really think that'll be about it for today. If you guys are looking at these head and neck restraints, if you're looking at like the Hans, the original style versus this Simpson Hybrid Sport, I highly recommend this. This is definitely night and day difference for me comparing the two. So hopefully this helps you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep it saucy.